I was going to work on my Iowa City accent. I don't know if there really is one. But I know that for 20 seasons, Hayden Fry was the Iowa Hawkeye football coach, and he was from Texas. And if there is any type of accent, it would probably be saying, Iowa. That's all I can think of. I was on my mind because I was at the bar getting a beer, and the Iowa women's basketball game was still on, even though it was in garbage time. It's like, oh great, Iowa is leading, but there's still a little time left, and the other team is fouling in hopes of still trying to win the game, but then it's kind of like pulling the goalie in hockey. You have to do it even though it hardly ever works. And no, it didn't affect the outcome of the game. So yeah, I guess another game I can watch pretty soon. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Repping my school. Yeah, other things have been happening in my life. I had a birthday this month, and I'm still getting birthday cards. I guess that's called the Postal Service can be slow. I got one a week ago, even though my birthday was over 2 weeks ago. It was from my dad, and I still need to call him saying, hey, Dad, I finally got the card, except it was last night, and it's like, yeah, there was a game on he might have been trying to watch. I know with my college rate, you do not call him when the game was on. So, yeah, err on the side of caution. Wait for a better time. Oh, and there are other open mics that I do. I joined a writer organization when I first moved to Minnesota, took some writing classes there, and I'm still a member. Except I was at an event this Wednesday where they said, we're now going to call you friends instead of members. So it's like, oh, kind of like other nonprofits. I've seen that before. This was made possible by friends of your local library. And it's like, well, I guess that can have a lot of different meanings based upon interpretation about what being a friend is, because just the way that the usage of words can change over time, and the meaning can change with the change of the usage of words. Friend can usually mean a good thing, but not necessarily. Like somebody being annoyed with you and saying, my friend, when they're not friends. There we go. All right. And then the other reason why it was notable to go there, an open mic. I like going there to do their open mic because it inspires me to write poetry that I had recently written. And I did one about another walk and all the things I was thinking about while I was walking, and how I even picked up some books at a bench. And it's like, why do people leave behind books? These are good books. It wasn't even a bus stop. It's like, okay, I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to claim them because, hey, books are my friend. And while I was there, I noticed that they had a chalkboard up there that said, favorite music acts. And some people named plenty of rappers, no problem there. And I got the reference to another music act that might be obscure. It was the Kenosha Kickers. Yeah, that was John Candy's band in the movie Home Alone. At least I knew what they were talking about. I'm sure that not everybody else would have. So there was that. Oh, and I know it's the banking voice that means tales from like tales from the crypt. I know I skipped it last week, but I was doing karaoke stories. It was an either or on that one. IT issues, you always got those when you're working in an office. And I was told to use an older icon. And it's like, well, I don't care what I have to use as long as I can get my work done, as long as I can get checks printed and overnighted and stuff. So then I don't get calls and emails saying, where's my check? Yeah, I could use an even worse voice like that. Where's my check? There we go, whiny voice. Got it! And I'm used to seeing the Courier every day until they didn't. Kind of like Yogi Berra saying, it's always open until it's closed. And I had to call him, it's like, dude, why aren't you here yet? You're over an hour late. It's like, my car broke down. What, my fill-in isn't there yet? No. And he was there a few minutes later. It's like, whoa, that was just plain weird. But we got done what we needed to get done. And it's like, well, I hope your car is running again because you're an independent contractor and it's not like you got benefits like I do. I know that sucks. I know what it's like to be a temp, so I can relate. I don't miss it. Still found things to do even though it snowed this weekend. Get done what you need to get done, and then just stay in and watch basketball or movies. But I still had to venture out a little on Sunday. I would get antsy if I didn't. So I went down the street to the gas station and got an ice cream sandwich. Yes, even during winter, I want ice cream. People think I'm weird because of that. I just like ice cream, period. It doesn't matter what time of year it is. It's pretty good stuff to eat. Not to put too fine a point on it, put a birdhouse in your soul. I know that was a song I once heard. And it's like, yeah, I guess that's one way of wording it. Other things going on for me. Still doing the fish fry thing, and that means sometimes you have to go to the fast food places. They've got fish sandwiches during Lent. This week it was McDonald's. I remember hearing their story about why they finally got a fish sandwich. They were tired of losing sales during Lent. And the franchisee said, I'm giving you a fish sandwich. Yeah, well, find a need and fill it. Great businessman. Well, that'll do it for me. Thank you. You've all been great.